Welcome to Squarebox Games. Today we're going to be doing another Unmatched episode for Season 1. We'll be playing Dr. Sattler versus the T.Rex.
Yeah, so this is the brand new set, Dr. Sattler versus the T.Rex. This is our first time playing this together. You've never played either one of these guys. You're going to be playing Dr. Sattler with the sidekick of Malcon. I'm playing as the T.Rex today. Before we get into it, we realized in the last one, you're only supposed to have 7 cards in your hand. I had a few more than that as Robin Hood that may have affected the fact that I won, so we'll pay attention to that from here on out and make sure we don't do that. So you haven't played as Ellie before.
Mm-mm.
So if you want me to give you, do you want me to give you some pointers on like what she does? Do you want me to tell you about strategies I know, or do you just want to go in blind with that?
You know what? I'll go blind. I'll figure it out as I go along.
So basically, she has these insight tokens. They can be placed anywhere.
Okay.
Well, not placed anywhere. They can be placed on top of other tokens. Basically, when you or Malcon move, you put a insight token in the spot where you land.
Okay.
You can have up to 5 of them on at the board at a time. You can have multiple stacked on top of each other. They don't inherently do anything or interact with any of the cards by themselves, or they don't interact with any of the characters or anything by themselves. But there are cards that you'll see that'll you'll add boosted power or your defense or life gain. She has quite a bit of life gain, and you'll be bringing them on and off the board. So I won't tell you strategy-wise. I'll let you go in blind with that.
All right.
And then the T-Rex, she's the first large fighter of the game, so she has some special rules that we can talk about, but basically she can attack 2 spaces away as if she was adjacent.
Oh.
And then with large fighters, obviously she's bigger than just 1 space. That circle is basically where she's going to be landing, but let's say I'm starting right here, right? When I move, you kind of line her up and follow her down the path, and if she's overlapping the previous spot you were on, she's actually considered in both spaces.
Oh, dang.
And considered in both zones if there are 2 different zones.
Okay.
So that may affect the way you can attack me. So if I'm right here and overlapping that, you could be right here and actually be adjacent and attack me.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind, that basically if her base is touching thing anywhere, she's in that.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and get started. You're going to be, I think, player 1, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do player 1
Yeah,
here. So
I'm going to start right here in my paddock.
Start right here.
Which makes sense.
Put Malcolm right there.
Yeah, will be 5 cards. Actually, you might want to shuffle.
Okay, yeah.
Always
a good idea.
Yeah. So the map is the Raptor Paddock. Or, sorry, the T.Rex Paddock. Which shows the scene of the movie. And I even like how the outhouse is already smashed.
That's awesome.
This is post-breakout.
And these are the Land Rovers, right? You know, when in the book they had the Land Rovers.
Yeah, sure. You know, actually, I'm pretty pumped. This has nothing to do with Unmatched, but Lego just released a diorama set of this scene. Have you seen it?
I actually did. I saw it at the Lego store.
Yeah.
And I considered getting it, but
it looks freaking tight.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I told my wife, I'm like, hey, for Father's Day, this Lego set may be the way to go. Okay, so you go ahead. Just let me know if you have any questions as we go.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I hope you lose.
Definitely have some choices to make here. I'm a little too far away to really do anything at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and move. So I'll draw up a card, and then I'll move 2. It's going to be tough because I really don't want to get too close to you, because I feel like I'll immediately get murdered.
Probably. Don't forget, when you move, you can place those insight tokens.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't want to give you too many hints because I want you to lose, but it's good to have those insight tokens down.
Yeah, let me...
and it's not a big deal if you're not near your insight tokens.
Okay.
That shouldn't affect you.
So it goes in the space, it says the new space that you moved.
Yeah, whenever they move, place an insight token in their new space.
Okay, so I'm gonna just set this to the side there for ease.
Yeah.
And then, man, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and move again. So
Draw a card first.
and then
Amateurs.
we'll move over here with Dr. Malcolm, and I'm also gonna lay down these
Yeah.
insight tokens right there.
Yeah, and you can just stick them right underneath if
Yeah.
you want to.
All right.
I mean, you already have 4 of them out. That's great.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for me, I think.
Okay, well, I'll go. Starting with a maneuver.
I do have 7 cards or less here.
Good, yes. I'm the one you really need to worry about that, but... Okay, so the T-Rex is gonna move. She can move 1 space. Unfortunately, that's all she does. So I'm gonna move right here. And since I'm a large fighter, I can attack from 2 spaces away, and look how far Malcolm is.
Ooh.
Yeah. So get ready for that. So T-Rex is gonna attack Malcolm.
Okay.
Hold on to your butts. You ready? All right, so if your fighter started this turn in a different space, the card's value is 5 instead. So it's 5 versus 3. Oh, sorry, 5 versus 2.
So that's 3 damage.
Yeah, and then looks like you have something you can do.
1, 2, 3. After combat, you may place your fighter in any space with an insight token. Yeah, we're gonna pull this boy back over here. And does that token get exhausted?
Nope,
Oh, it just stays right there?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless it says remove the insight token, they
Okay.
stay. And then at the end of my turn, I draw a card. So I definitely need to pay attention to how many cards are in my hand. That's one thing you'll start noticing about the T-Rex is she'll go through the deck pretty quick.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to be aggressive with her, which makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a giant freaking dinosaur. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. So we're gonna go ahead and draw up here. And then 1, 2. And then Malcolm, I'm gonna go 1, 2. And then whenever I move, I can place an insight token. So I'm gonna actually place this insight token over here just to get some space around the board. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna attack with Ellie. So, yes, I am gonna place an attack for my second move.
I'll defend. I dropped a card.
Okay, so 0, but this says during combat, the value of this card is equal to the number of cards in your hand.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
So that's 6.
So I'll take 3 damage. I'm down to 24. And then fighters cannot leave their space for the rest of the turn.
Okay. Right, well that is all for me.
Okay. Well, since we're right next to each other, I might as well attack you. I'm gonna attack Ellie. We're going hard.
All right. There we go. Whoa. 3 damage. Ouch.
Nice.
So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, nice.
And then after combat, you may place your fighter in any space with an insight token.
See how it is?
So we're just gonna go back over here.
Then after combat, I draw a card. That was my first action. So I'm gonna maneuver for my second and kind of move her into here. So she's technically in both of those spaces.
Okay.
And then it's the end of my turn, so I draw the card. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 7.
Okay.
If you guys haven't noticed, we are playing this on our lunch break at work. I don't just wear polos all the time for fun.
I do.
I'd be wearing a Jurassic Park shirt if...
I only wear polos. That's the only thing I have in my wardrobe. Okay, so the first thing I am going to do is I'm gonna maneuver. So I'm gonna draw a card here, and then I'm gonna maneuver 1 right here, and I'm gonna put Dr. Malcolm right here.
Okay.
For my second turn, or second action, I am going to attack with Ellie.
Okay. I'll defend.
All right.
So during combat, I can boost this card,
Okay.
which I think I'm gonna do. You know what? I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
So that'll deal 2 damage.
Yes, I'll take 2. I'm down to 22.
And then this says after combat, deal 2 damage to each opposing fighter on or adjacent to a space with an insight
Nice.
token. So 2 additional damage.
I'm down to 20. So I've already lost 7 health.
Wow.
The T-Rex has a ton of health, but it can go by quicker than you would think. Was that your first move?
That was my second
Okay.
move. I moved then attack.
Okay, well, I'm gonna attack you now. All right, we're just gonna start off with attacking Ellie here with the T-Rex.
All right, I'm going to defend against that. So during combat, the value of this card is equal to the number of cards in your hand, so 4.
Okay, and during combat, I can boost this card, which I'm gonna do with this card to make it a 5.
Okay, so I'll take 1 damage, down to 9.
And then after combat, if you won the combat, draw the card, gain an action,
Oh shoot.
but take 2 damage as well. So there's a few cards where you can do a little more, but you take hits for it. So
Okay.
this is my second of 3 moves now. I'm going to attack Ellie.
Okay.
Imagine that.
Oh man. You know, I'm gonna do. Oh wait. Sorry, that was not the card. Wrong.
Did you
one
play a
second.
defense card this time?
I did.
Okay.
I did play a defense card.
All right, so during combat, I can boost this card. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna boost that to 4
Okay.
with this card that gives it 4.
So
it's
I
a
will
4.
take 2 damage,
Okay.
down to 7.
And then after combat, if you won the combat, deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter in T-Rex's zone, which I'm in that gray. So
Okay. So 1 more. So I'm down to 6.
cool. And then I've got another move here. So for my third move, or my third action, I'm gonna play this scheme. Closer than she appears. Move the T-Rex up to 1 space, which is gonna be right here now. Draw a card and gain an action.
Oh man.
So we are now at number 4. I'm gonna attack Ellie again.
All right. I gotta play this.
Okay. Okay, so your thing happens first.
So
Oh,
I draw a card
Okay.
and recover health equal to the number of insight tokens on the board, which is 5, and then remove all insight tokens. So
Gotcha.
I'm gonna gain 5 health, which is gonna take me to 11,
There you go.
and then all these come off the board.
It's a pretty nice card, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think that's my favorite card in that deck.
Very helpful.
Okay, so now combat happens. If your fighter started this turn in a different space, which I did, the value's 5.
Okay, so I'll take 3 damage.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, down to 8.
And it's the end of my turn, so I draw a card, and I am done.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, so for my first action, I'm going to actually attack the T-Rex.
Cool.
So,
Go ahead.
There we go.
I have no defense cards.
okay. This is 1, but during combat, if the opposing fighter is a hero, the value of the card is 4.
I'm not a hero though, I'm a dinosaur. Alright, 4?
Yeah.
Alright. So,
After combat, you may move Dr. Sattler up to 1 space.
Nice. so I am down to 14.
So I'm gonna get the heck out of here.
You moved her, you can put an insight token down.
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
I don't want you to forget. Yet again, I want you to lose.
Yeah.
But I don't want to cheat.
Okay.
Again.
So, I think I'm actually gonna move for my second action. So I'm gonna draw a card here, and then, yeah, I'm gonna move Malcon. So if he's in this zone, you can still only attack
Yeah, the T.Rex
adjacent.
is a melee character.
Okay. So I'm gonna put him here.
So I can attack adjacent, but adjacent to me is 2 spaces
Yeah.
away.
But you can, if you're in a dual zone, you can still. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move her actually right here. So, and
Okay.
that will be all I can do for the turn.
Okay. I'm gonna maneuver. Okay. For my first move, it's appropriate. Ripples in the water. Place T-Rex in any space in her zone, which I'm in the gray, which means she's gonna move to right here. And then each opponent with a fighter adjacent to T-Rex discards a random card.
Okay. So I've got to discard. Oh,
Ooh,
That's
is
a
that the
good-
life gain one?
yeah, that's a good card.
Get that out of here. I think he still has one more. I think you get 3 of those. Okay, so for my second action, I'm gonna attack Ellie. So that's not 2 spaces away.
Okay.
Dang it.
So draw a card, and then she recovers the number of health of insight tokens, which is 3. 1, 2, 3, taking me to 11, and then all those come off the board. All right.
Okay. So I can boost this card, which I'm going to with this card.
So that makes it
So
5.
it's a 5.
All right. So I have a wash on that health. Back to 8.
All right. And then after, if I won combat, I draw a card, gain an action, and take 2 damage. So I'm down to 12. And that was my second move, so I now have 1 extra. Which I'm going to use to attack Ellie.
I can't do anything. I have to take it.
3. And then after combat, deal 3 damage to the opposing fighter and take 3 damage.
All right. So I'm down to 5.
And I'm at 9.
And the opposing, I guess both of them are opposing?
No, I was attacking LA, so
Okay.
it wouldn't count against him. Because we were the 2 in combat
Okay.
for that round. And then it's the end of my turn, so I draw the card. Your turn.
All right, let's see here. I'm going to move. So I'm gonna draw a card here, and then 1. There's not really a good place because you're in. Okay.
I think the green and the gray,
Yeah.
technically.
So I'm gonna move here and hang out for that 1, and then Malcolm, I'm gonna move him over here, and then I'm gonna move again for my second turn or my second action. And I will take, okay, if you move there, you know what, I'm gonna actually just move over here.
And don't forget you can boost movement.
Yeah.
I think we always forget to do that. That's an option.
And then Malcolm, I'm gonna move him, this is the dark green, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move him just over here.
Okay. Did you put an insight on her if you wanted to?
Oh, yeah, it's actually.
Okay.
that was
I just wanted to make sure you didn't
Yeah.
forget.
Cool. And that's it for me.
Okay. I'm gonna maneuver. To here. Then I'm gonna maneuver again. To here. And that's the end of my turn, so I draw a card.
All right. So first, I'm going to maneuver. So I'm gonna draw a card, and I'm gonna move Ellie right here. Put an insight token down.
You're getting closer to the dinosaur, you know that, right?
That's the only way. And then Malcolm, I'm gonna move over here, but all my insight tokens are down.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack for my next move. All right. This says increase the value of the card by the number of insight tokens. So I have 5 out, so that would actually be 7. And then remove them all from the board.
Okay. And then during combat, I can boost this card, so I'm going to go ahead and boost it. So my value's 5.
Okay. So I do 2 damage.
Okay. So I'm down to 7.
And all of these.
And then after combat, if I won the combat, which I didn't, so that doesn't matter. But if you win the combat, you can just keep putting that defensive card back in your hand, which is nice, because there's not many defensive cards in the T-Rex's deck.
All right.
Nice.
That's it.
That's also a really good card.
Yeah.
So you can see how, like, moving both of them around back and forth, you just get all those inside tokens almost immediately back on the board. Are you done?
Yep, that's it.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
I have 4.
Nah, I'm just gonna attack you.
All right.
So melee fighters can't move, but other than that. Oh, nice.
So
You were trying to run away, weren't you?
I was.
Okay, so no damage happens.
All right.
For my second move, I'm gonna attack you again.
Let's see here.
Choose wisely.
I hate to waste this, but
Okay, so no damage happens from the combat, and then after combat, yours goes first.
all right. So deal 2 damage. If there's an insight token, there aren't any.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that may have gotten me real close to being dead.
Yeah. And then I take 3 damage.
And then I also take 3 damage.
So takes me down to 2 health.
I'm at 4. I mean, it's close. And then it's the end of my turn, so I draw a card.
All right. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is maneuver. You have 4 health.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna maneuver right here. Oh, I need to draw a card. I always forget that. Doesn't matter how many times I play this game. So I'm gonna maneuver there, maneuver him over here. And that should give me 2 insight tokens. So okay, I think I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
All right, let's attack.
Attacking me with Ellie. Go ahead.
Go ahead. 2.
No.
2.
No.
I did not see this coming.
No!
Increase the value of this card by the insight tokens on the board. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which is just enough to kill her.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
So
You never had control. That's the illusion.
there we go.
0. That's a good end.
Yeah, I did not see that.
What was gonna be your next move if you didn't?
You know, if you defended against that, that was it because I had already moved.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
I would have had to just take it. I think it was either this turn or the next turn. I probably would have died.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I had another attack that I could have boosted to make it 4,
yeah,
and then, but I would have taken 2 more damage. That made it kill me right there.
there we go.
Man, that was awesome.
Wait a second. We've never had something end in a draw.
Yeah, I don't know what happens with that.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter though, because
Yeah.
you won. Dr. Sattler is victorious.
There we go.
All right, so she's in our winners bracket right now, along with Robin Hood,
Yeah.
and then T-Rex is dead. 65 million years ago and today.
There we go.
But that's what I love about Unmatched. Like, next turn it would have gone the other way. Like,
Yeah,
a giant T-Rex versus these two characters, and they still find a way to make it evenly matched, so you don't feel like you're just gonna get steamrolled.
for sure. Yeah, it really is anyone's opportunity to win.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So how'd you like playing as Ellie?
Yeah, she's really cool. I like the whole insight token thing, and I like how fast they come out. You know, I didn't get any Malcon cards that I saw, but I could see where he could be really useful if I was using some of the any cards.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have him. My strategy was try and keep him back so I can keep putting out the insight tokens, and that would give more opportunity to gain attack and gain health. So.
There aren't many Malcolm tokens or Malcolm cards. I think these are the main two. So that one, I know it's incredible.
That's so great.
It's incredible. I love how they just you draw some cards, you get another insight token and gain an action. So that kind of gives you a little more boost. But that's the other life gain card. After combat, I have to discard the top card of my deck, and you guys gain health equal to the boost value, which is Malcolm and Ellie, not just her. Which I think the other card is just her. I don't know if that's an any card or not, but yeah, I mean, you got through. I don't know if there were any of the cards besides those that you didn't get to see or not. But I really, she's got a lot of purple cards, so there's a lot of versatility there with her. But you think, it's a human against this giant T-Rex.
Yeah, I immediately thought I'm probably going to lose.
I think I've played or been part of a combination of Ellie versus the T-Rex 4 times, and it's gone 2-2.
Really?
Like, it's been pretty even. And then I played one match of Ellie versus Muldoon, and it came, I think Ellie won, but it came down to the last turn again. Like, it was super close, so I'm really excited to see how the T-Rex plays against not Ellie, because I've only played her against Ellie so far.
Yeah.
Like maybe against the Raptors, or like the 2-on-2 team up with the dinosaurs. I think would be
that
awesome.
would be really cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do that for the next episode.
Oh, that'd be cool, yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this Let's Play of Unmatched. Join us for the next episode. To find out when we release that next episode, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and rub that notification bell so you can hear it ring. And we'll see you next time on this Let's Play with Squarebox Games.